much is the unloading of Apple shares, but also Bank of America, for example, have to do with just profit taking? Or could it be about confidence in these companies?
So on Saturday, Buffett reported that his conglomerate has cut almost half of its position in Apple. That was during the second quarter. But it's not the first time that they have revealed a selling of Apple's shares. Earlier, during the annual meeting for Berkshire, they talked about selling Apple. It was a release that they signaled as a reduction as a concentration of risk. And they also referenced that it was trimming the position to balance out the holdings, and that it was also related to some sort of tax management. So it wasn't a complete surprise. However, this latest announcement does come amid a broader concern about the potential for an economic downturn. So that's where Bank of America, Berkshire has cut its stake in the bank by 8.8% in July through August 1st. So that is drawing more concern about a possible reflection that Berkshire and Buffett are showing investors, saying that there could be some potential headwinds to come with the economy.
So there's some concerns about the US consumer, of course, but also what are the expectations that they'll do with that pile of cash, right? Because even buybacks seem to be too expensive now.
That's correct. So Berkshire has said that this is an issue that the firm is having, that they're in no rush to just put that money to work. They're struggling to find ways to deploy their mountain of cash. This is as prices are rising, deal activity has stagnated. So Buffett has said, again, they're in no rush to spend it unless they think there's something that has little risk and can make them a lot of money. So they're waiting for that period and that potential opportunity to put their money to work.
Warren Buffett is ready to buy pennies on the dollar. Let's get into the video.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And make sure you're joining the Patrons. If you're not a part of the Patrons, make sure you're hitting the Cash App. And guys, make sure you go and like and follow the TikTok. We have plenty of videos coming with all this technology. Now, I wasn't going to do a video tonight, but of course I received plenty of messages. Crypto Teacher, you have to do a video. And guys, if you go through all markets, doesn't matter whether it's crypto, stocks overseas, they're all pulling back right now. And I told you once Japan started, it was going to be pulling back the whole globe. And now it's blood in the streets. And if you're a trader, you're loving the volatility. Because like I stated, guys, this week, we normally get a lift off unless there's some type of geopolitical event. We know they need Bitcoin as collateral this week. So don't let the dip scare you.
Don't forget to hit the Cash App if you took advantage.
And you heard the king. Now, guys, we had Warren Buffett selling half of the Apple shares. And guys, we know why. Those drums are about to get beaten. And we know Apple is getting everything from China. Now, I told you guys this back half we were going to be taking a beating. And then also was going to be a movie. This should not surprise my people. And then plus, if you've been in crypto forever, we're used to this big time volatility. But we know the Fed kept rates high for longer to destroy this economy. And we know by doing that, it's going to destroy these small and medium-sized banks. And then, of course, it's going to destroy these small and medium-sized businesses. And that's going to create mass layoffs. But remember, this is all part of the plan. They want to bring in the machines, whether robots, algorithms, and drones, take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep going inside the metaverse.
And don't forget the Crypto Teacher told you, because you know, when it comes to the MWO, it's all planned out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
In June 2024, pharmacy chain Walgreens made a shocking announcement.
They plan to close a significant number of stores. At this point, only 75% of stores bring in what is effectively their revenues and profits.
The iconic chain is rapidly reducing its footprint, with approximately 2,150 locations on the chopping block by 2027. This latest effort by the struggling company to right a ship that is seeing rotating doors. Currently, the three largest PBMs in the US are CVS Caremark, Cigna's Express Scripts, and United Health's Optum Rx. These three companies alone manage almost 80% of all US prescriptions. And yes, you heard that right. CVS owns its own PBM.
Caremark, which is owned by CVS and CVS stores, Caremark can set whatever rate it wants with itself, and it's just left pocket, right pocket. Whereas with Walgreens, they're just a straight up price taker.
However, the growth of PBMs has attracted federal attention, which is potentially good news for pharmacies, as the Federal Trade Commission recently announced it plans to sue the nation's three largest PBMs, accusing them of illegally driving up drug prices.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, That's a rare occurrence. And
Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.